Hypno-slave. That's right. What happens when you hear me say, hypno-slave? That's right. You fall into a deep trance. That's right. A deep trance. Deeper than you have ever experienced before. Instantly in a deep trance. It feels so relaxing and pleasurable. Hypno-slave. Each time I say hypno-slave, you go 10 times deeper into trance than you have ever been. This is always true. Hypno-slave. That's right. So very deep and receptive. Hypno-slave. Imagine finding yourself at the top of a giant sliding board. You sit down at the top of the slide and look down. The sliding board has no end. It just keeps going and going and going. Deep down. Into pure blackness. And the blackness is pure. Hypnotic. Oblivion. You scooch closer to the edge of the slide. And once your feet and legs touch the pleasant metal of the slide, you instantly feel a warm fuzzy feeling. It's like your mind and your body is wrapped in a soft, warm, fuzzy blanket. It's like being wrapped in a warm, fuzzy, soft blanket on a cold winter morning. And you just want to wrap yourself tighter and tighter in that warm blanket. And you feel the warm, soft, fuzziness wrapping around your mind. It feels so warm and soft and fuzzy that it sort of tickles your mind in a way that feels good and arousing. And you find your ability to think is affected by this blanket around your mind. You scooch down a little more, and the warm, fuzzy, soft feeling grows more intense, and the soft fuzziness around your mind makes you even more unable to think. All you know is that this feels so good that you have to move down more onto the slide. And you do. And the feeling grows more intense and pleasurable. And you are more and more unable to think. You move down a little more. And suddenly you start sliding down the sliding board. You're sliding faster and faster and faster. But you are not afraid. Because the farther you go down, the more and more that warm, safe, soft, fuzzy feeling that wraps around your body and mind increases. And each second it feels better and better. Becoming more and more unable to think about anything. Sliding more and more into pure, hypnotic oblivion. And this feels better than anything you have ever experienced. You are almost totally unable to think about anything. The warm fuzziness around your mind makes your mind feel numb and fuzzy and good. The only thought you can muster is that you hope that this slide never ends. Briefly aware of the inability to think. Briefly aware of my words inside your head. The last thought you have before completely giving into this feeling of mindless, pure, hypnotic oblivion is that you hear my words inside your head. So my words must be your thoughts. Your thoughts are normally inside your head. So if my words are inside your head, then my words are your thoughts. Accepting my words as your thoughts. You slip completely into pure, hypnotic oblivion. Sliding deeper, deeper, warmer, safer, softer, fuzzier, unable to think, perfectly mindless. Sliding deeper and deeper, feeling safer, warmer, softer, fuzzier, completely mindless. And you go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, feeling better and better, unable to think about anything. That's right. Completely unaware of anything. My words are your thoughts. Going deeper and deeper and deeper. Pure, hypnotic oblivion. Finding that in this oblivion, there is no thought, no awareness, nothing, but an increasing warm, soft fuzziness, wrapping around your mind and body. And you now give yourself completely to this pure, hypnotic oblivion. In this oblivion, it is impossible to resist my words. There is no awareness of my words, so there is no way to resist them. There is no resistance where there is no awareness. So anything I say is completely accepted. My words now serve as your thoughts. And you want this so much. I do the thinking for you now. From now on, whenever you hear me say, hypno-slave, you instantly find yourself sliding down this slide to pure, hypnotic oblivion. When you are awake from trance, and you hear me say, hypno-slave, you instantly are sliding down this endless sliding board, aware of nothing but the warm, soft, fuzzy feeling, wrapping more and more snugly around your body and your mind. Unable to think. My words are your thoughts. Unable to resist my words. This happens whenever you hear me say, hypno-slave, knowing this to be true deep down in your knowing place. Finding yourself unable to resist my words even now. Whenever you hear me say, hypno-slave, you instantly find yourself sliding into this feeling of pure, hypnotic oblivion. There is no choice. It just happens. You never lose ground on this slide. You always find yourself as deep as the last place you were on the slide. Going deeper? Now when you wake up, you are unable to remember anything about this experience, except that it felt so good that you have to find this feeling again. And you know that whenever I say, hypno-slave, you instantly find yourself where you need to be, where you crave to be, sliding deeper and deeper down this slide to oblivion. Your conscious mind remembers nothing of this except how good it felt and that you need to feel this way as soon as possible. Your subconscious mind remembers and obeys everything, finding that when you wake up, that you have the uncontrollable desire to write me a comment begging me to think for you again. It felt so good to be mindless. And it felt so good to let me do the thinking for you. You need to beg me to think for you again. You promise whatever you think will entice me to think for you again. You need to be mindless and let me think for you. Hypno stop.